Well, it's hard to believe, but we're nearing the halfway point of the 2021 high school football season. Our friends at MaxPreps have released the watch list for the frontrunners to win MaxPreps National Player of the Year honors. This year's winner could join an elite club of players that includes Derrick Henry, Kyler Murray, JT Daniels, DJ Uiagalelei, Bryce Young, and Jackson Dart. 15 players selected have gone a combined 85-2 with their respective teams. A lot of those players there belonging to squads in the MaxPreps top 25. You know, I thought my Friday was going pretty good. Now I get to hang out with a couple of legends from MaxPreps, Zack, Poff, and Steve Montoya. So guys, let's talk about quarterbacks on this list of guys. Which ones really caught your eye, Zack, which I'm asking you has got the sauce meter going right now?
Hey, I knew you were going to bring up the sauce meter, my man, but you know, we got to go out to Austin, Texas, the number 3 team in the top 25, and we're talking about 2022 Clemson commit Cade Klubnik. He's one of the best quarterbacks in high school football. You know, before this season, we came out with our top 10 list for the top quarterbacks, and Cade Klubnik took home that number 2 spot, actually number 1, because Quinn Ewers ended up skipping his senior year. But, you know, this is a dude who just wins football games. He took over as a full-time starter before his junior season last year, and since that point, he's gone 19-0, and he's, you know, put up nearly 6,000 yards of total offense during that span, has nearly 80 touchdowns, gets it done with his arm and his leg. And, you know, they've been the best team in Texas over the last year plus. And one of the main reasons why is because of Cade Klubnik. And, you know, he's put himself in a good spot to win the MaxPreps National Player of the Year award and, join a couple of other big-time Texas quarterbacks, especially Kyler Murray, who won that award as a junior and senior. And then, Tommy, you know me, I got to talk about SoCal a little bit here. Another guy that's really jumped off for me this year is the only non-senior included in the list, and that's modern day's Elijah Brown. You know, this is a guy who's just won football games since he took over as a starter before last spring as a freshman. You know, modern day usually doesn't start freshman quarterbacks, but Elijah Brown is that good where he earned that starting spot last year, and he's gotten even better this year. The dude's completing 79% of his passes, nearly 1,000 yards passing through his first 4 games, but 11 touchdowns to 0 interceptions is really what jumps off to me. He's one of the most poised leaders in the country. And last week against St. John Bosco, he threw for 5 touchdowns in a 42-21 win. So, you know, when you make statements against big-time programs like St. John Bosco, that really says something for me. And, you know, modern day is the number 1 team in the country.
Yeah, I'm going to roll with a couple quarterbacks as well. Starting in Folsom out of California, Tyler Tremaine. Folsom just pumps out quarterbacks left and right. They've had some big-time quarterbacks, and they at least throw for 4,000 yards every season, and that's a minimum. And Tyler's right behind him. He's thrown for over 1,600 yards this season, 6-0, 31 touchdowns total. And I haven't been out to a lot of games since COVID, but I have been out and watched him play. He's the real deal. He puts the ball where it needs to be. He is an impressive quarterback. Just another great one from the Bulldogs. They got a big game coming up tonight, which we'll hit on a little bit later. And then also I'm going to go out to Georgia and Gunnar Stockton, the Georgia commit. This kid is an unbelievable football player from the state of Georgia, one of the best all times. And you're talking about some great quarterbacks coming from Georgia. He's already put up over 2,300 yards, 31 touchdowns. He's impressive. Georgia fans have to love to see how good Gunnar Stockton is, and they can't wait for him to get there, I'm sure, and put a little pressure on the quarterback they got there now. But he is an impressive player for sure. 4-star quarterback out of Georgia.